was falling. Oh, and I never want to leave. Murder treasure. Murder. Thank you. Just do murder. Or just treasure. Treasure. Give me your attention, baby. I gotta tell you a little something about yourself. You're wonderful, flawless, you sexy lady. But you walk around here like you wanna be someone else. Oh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. Oh, okay, you're gonna know it when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure, that is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. I can make my wish come true if you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you. Ooh, ooh. Pretty girl, pretty girl, pretty girl, you should be smiling. A girl like you should never feel so blue. You're everything I see in my dreams. You know, I wouldn't say it to you if it wasn't true. Oh, oh, I know that you don't know it, but you're fine, so fine, fine, so fine. Oh, okay, you're gonna know it when you're mine, oh mine, mine, oh mine. Treasure, that is what you are. Honey, you're my golden star. Now you can make my wish come true if you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you. Ooh, ooh. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. Yeah, you are. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure, yeah, you are. You are my treasure. You are my treasure. You are my treasure, yeah, you treasure. That is what you are, honey. You're my golden star. Now you can make my wish come true if you let me treasure you. If you let me treasure you. Ooh, ooh. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nick Petrucci, and I'm this year's National Business Honor Society President. Tonight, we are here to honor the students in our high school who have valued and excelled in our business curriculum and applied in our business department offerings to their personal and academic lives. The National Business Honor Society is a national organization chartered by the National Business Education Association and is designed to recognize those members of every high school who truly excel in their academic preparation for a career in the world of business and are applying the cornerstones of the Honor Society in their daily life. All the inductees here tonight are on their way to becoming future business leaders and innovative contributors to society in whatever career area they choose. This is due to their commitment to the cornerstones of scholarship, leadership, community service, and character. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem and alma mater, sung by members of the Haverford Choir. Thank you to all our amazing musicians and singers who have volunteered their time and talents to be with us tonight. I would now like to introduce my classmate and NBH inductee, Dante Ducasse.
evening, everybody. Mr. Donaghy has been our principal of our school since 2016. He earned a bachelor's degree from the University of Scranton, a master's degree from Villanova University, and a master's degree from St. Joseph's University. He was a Royal, a Wildcat, and a Hawk, but he is forever a Ford. Since his time at Haverford, he has been a part of many important initiatives to improve school morale, communication, and student leadership efforts. Mr. Donaghy believes in teamwork and respecting of everyone he meets. He believes in hard work. He leads by an example and has been a huge advocate for our business department, making it an integral part of the Ford Center of Higher Education. According to my teachers in 2007, the year I was born, there were 3 business courses offered here at Haverford High. Today, on our birthdays, there are 13 business courses and honor society and academic fraternity, FBLA. Our district has invested in the business curriculum, and we are yielding CEOs, CFOs, CMOs, and CPAs all over the country. I can speak personally about Mr. Donaghy's support of our curriculum, as he gave me the confidence to apply for an overnight business camp last summer at Drexel University. Life is full of opportunities, but without a support system, many opportunities do not get discovered. The business department encouraged me to apply to this camp. Mr. Donaghy supported this process by meeting with me before my interview at the Big Four, and my parents gave me the love I needed to have the confidence to know this would make my life better. I thank you all, and I am so excited about what the future holds for all of us here. Without further ado, allow me to introduce our principal and my birthday twin, Mr. Donaghy.
Dante and I have the same birthday and the same personality, if anyone knows Dante. And our birthday's today, just so everyone knows. But there's no place really, in all honesty, that I'd rather be than here, right now, with this special group. I'm going to be brief tonight because we have some great speeches coming up. But we have such an amazing group, and we thank Ms. McCarty and all the business teachers for having such a vibrant department. There's not a better department in the state of Pennsylvania. There definitely is not. And if you find one, please let me know, and we'll go visit it and tell them why we're better than them. Also, on behalf of Ms. Panera and Mr. DeCina here with you tonight, we'd like to congratulate all the inductees. Just quick 2 rules, and I said the same 2 rules at the National Honor Society. Before 8 o'clock tonight, you need to take a picture and put it on social media that you are here tonight. You also need to text someone that is not here tonight that you made the National Business Honor Society. If you don't do either one of those things by 8 o'clock, you are out of the Business Honor Society. Back in the day, you could do things like that as principals. You could kick kids out and stuff. Not anymore, but back in the day, your parents will tell you how it worked. But keep doing great things. This is such a wonderful group. Our business classes are a point of pride for our district. And we have so many students now in college and graduating college just since I've gotten to know the students here who are doing great things in business, making a lot of money in business, but also are helping others and giving back. So we thank Ms. McCarty and the rest of the business teachers for always instilling that in the students. I have the pleasure tonight to introduce Mr. Nancaro. Mr. Nancaro has been recognized as a distinguished educator by the national nonprofit Next Generation Personal Finance for outstanding commitment to professional development in real-world personal finance topics. Mr. Nancaro and the business teachers undertook making personal finance a requirement for every student who goes through Haverford High School 2 years ago, ahead of the Pennsylvania requirement, and they've done a wonderful job. Mr. Nankara has completed over 60 hours of live collaborative coursework, and more importantly, he passed a 1-hour exam in each area. So we'd like to congratulate Mr. Nankara and invite him up at this time.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As a parent of 5 kids, I know what most of you are thinking right now, which is finally they're learning something other than ordering takeout and maybe folding the laundry, right? So I'm here today to assure you that they are learning important things that will help them be successful in the game of life. A staggering statistic that's out there reveals that over 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to make ends meet. In a world driven by economic forces, understanding money management is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. It's the key that unlocks doors to financial security, independence, and the pursuit of dreams. Think about it. As we navigate through life, financial decisions shape our destiny, from choosing the right college to buying a home, from investing for retirement, just to managing everyday expenses. But being financially literate empowers us to make these informed choices. So just a few years ago, we took a bold step by mandating financial literacy education within Haverford Township School District. I stand before you tonight to briefly reflect on the profound impact this decision has had on our students and our community. Keep in mind that we did this ahead of the curve before the state of Pennsylvania's recent decision to make this mandatory for all students across our great state. The initial skepticism and concerns have been replaced by tangible results. Our students have emerged as financially savvy individuals, equipped with the knowledge and skills to navigate the complexities of a modern financial world. They understand the importance of budgeting, saving, investing, and they approach financial decisions with a newfound confidence. We have witnessed a significant reduction in impulsive spending and an increase in responsible borrowing habits amongst our graduates. They are more likely to open savings accounts, make informed decisions about student loans, take the time to research and find scholarships to pay for college, and even use our school's job board to find part-time employment. This proactive approach to financial management has not only benefited our students, but also positively impacted our local community. So as I say to my students, this is how we roll here at Haverford. With that, I'd like to turn it back over to an amazing young business mind and our NBHS president, Nick Petrucci.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nick Petrucci, and I'm so honored to speak to the newest inductees into the famous Haverford National Business Honor Society. This is all possible today thanks to our fantastic business program. Our business department is the fastest growing department in the school, and this year added 2 new classes, bringing the total to 13. Furthermore, we are so proud to announce that starting next year, 100% of Haverford students will be experienced in personal finance, a new course designed to help students understand and manage their finances, which will give them invaluable experiences before they deal with it on their own. I am a firm believer that education gets you in the door, but it's the experiences that keep you in it. Having an inducted membership in this society on your resume is massive and shows that your academic success has been augmented by real hands-on experience within the industry. This society gives you an edge above your peers, and this can help you later down the line when applying for college and the workforce. We have done and continue to offer fantastic field trips to firms and organizations like Lincoln Financial Field, Citizens Bank Park, Susquehanna Investments, Drexel, St. Joe's, PICPA, and we are all set to visit Deloitte which is a Big Four accounting firm, in May. Likewise, we have had numerous amazing speakers to come to our meetings this year, like Mr. D'Amico, Mr. McWilliams, and Mr. Runk, to name a few, as well as others later down the line. All of these speakers came for one reason: to serve as mentors to us because they believed in business education. I would also like to shout out our sibling organization, FBLA. It's a fantastic way to get your feet wet in the business world right now by actually going to conferences and connecting with passionate students across the county, state, and country. I was fortunate enough last year to be able to go to States in Hershey and Nationals in Orlando, where I got to see jaw-dropping startups from students our age and network with some fantastic people. FBLA has got everything under the sun for all types of people, whether that be an elevator pitch, working with a group to present a project, testing your knowledge on the US government and political systems, or having to think quickly on your feet in a real-life role-play scenario. Likewise, it is imperative that you create and or update a LinkedIn account. LinkedIn is essential to the professional world because it is the nexus of all working people. It's a lot like Grand Central Terminal of New York, if you've heard of it. It helps you network with professionals, showcase your skills, and present your history, professional history, and achievements. You must, keyword, must be proud of yours. And once you are, recruiters, brands, and new connections will notice. You have successfully gotten in this door, but you are not out of the woods just yet. Being an inducted member of NBHS is a commitment. And if you want your honor cord at graduation, it is imperative that you follow Mr. Runk's advice to stay curious and keep showing up. Also, make sure to use my favorite F words: financial, fiscal, and fraud. Once again, congratulations on this incredible accomplishment. I can't wait to see what you do with this amazing opportunity. Thank you so much for your time. And I would like to introduce my great friend, Ella DeLise.
Hi, my name is Ella DeLise, and I'm the Social Media Management Officer for NBHS. My first day of freshman year, I had my first business class, Personal Finance. I was immediately interested in this class, grasping a good understanding of what personal finance was. I realized that business was something that I was interested in and began signing up for more classes the following year. Fast forward to my senior year, I will graduate from Haverford with 8 business courses under my belt: Accounting 1 and 2, Business Law, Entrepreneurship, Marketing 1, Personal Finance, a real estate course that Mrs. McCarty facilitated, and one of my proudest accomplishments, being enrolled in a 3-credit college financial accounting course through the University of Pittsburgh. Throughout my business courses, I built a strong relationship with all of the business teachers who would encourage me to stay focused on being inducted to NBHS as a way to highlight my passion and my excellence in the curriculum. I have found it's easy to excel at something when you love it and when you have a positive supporting cast around you. After hearing each officer's speech at the induction ceremony around this time last year, I knew that being an officer was something that I wanted to strive to become. Since being elected last year, some of my highlights of NBHS are getting to see the behind-the-scenes work and understanding the meaning and importance of each post on our social media, getting to attend field trips that bring the curriculum to life, and having the opportunity to finally introduce myself to all of the amazing professional speakers that attend our meetings. Being a part of NBHS has made a huge positive impact on my life in many different ways. Having the privilege to put Social Media Management Officer of NBHS on my LinkedIn, job, and college applications has brought my profile to another level, proving that I have leadership experience in the area of business. I have applied to many different universities and have submitted my major as marketing to almost every school. So far, I've heard back from Westchester University and was accepted into their School of Business. As a senior, one question I get asked the most is, what would you like to major in and why? Each time I answer this question, I think of Mrs. McCarty. Before the second semester of last year, I went to Mrs. McCarty and asked if she would do a business-based independent study with me. She said yes, and as per usual, told me how excited she was and that I was the best, one of her many famous lines. To be the best, you have to believe you are the best. So to all my fellow members, please remember these words. Because I was lucky enough to have business classes starting my freshman year, I have had the opportunity to grow my relationship with all of the teachers, but Mrs. McCarty in particular. Taking these classes has allowed our relationship to grow so much more, and we have a working relationship based on trust that I will hold dear to me my whole life. Earning the social media management officer sparked my interest in marketing to a whole new level. Though I never thought of myself as a creative person, I began to love that side of marketing, incorporating many of the skills I have learned from my personal job outside of school, as well as the skills I learned from each business course I had taken. Marketing gives me the opportunity to use my leadership and communication skills while also being creative and keeping my brain working, and I cannot wait to continue my passion at the college and professional level. The amount of connections I have made through this program is unbelievable, and I couldn't be more thankful to have this opportunity. In closing, I would not be here without the love and support of my parents who have taught me to dream big and that I can do anything I put my mind to. Their pride in me has encouraged me to constantly work hard and to always follow my heart. I could not ask for a better support system and will forever be grateful for the person they have helped me grow into. I would now like to introduce my friend, Bailey Grossman.
Good evening. My name is Bailey Grossman, and I have been a part of Haverford's National Business Honor Society for 2 years. Over the course of my high school career, I have taken countless business electives, participated in business clubs, and become the finance officer of the National Business Honor Society. Today, I want to talk about the National Business Honor Society at Haverford High School and my experience in it helping not only to shape our academics, but also our future careers. The National Business Honor Society is a community of students passionate about business, leadership, and making a difference. Through this organization, we get to go beyond the textbooks and classroom discussions. We are given the opportunity to participate in hands-on learning experiences that are crucial in preparing us for the real world. One of the most exciting and impactful parts of the National Business Honor Society is the field trips we take. These trips aren't just a fun break from school, they are also ways to explore different aspects of the business world for students like us. I had the honor in participating in one of our field trips at St. Joseph's University. During this trip, we toured the campus, looked into classrooms, and got to talk about programs at St. Joe's that would teach us crucial ideas, theories, and give us hands-on learning that would set us up for our future jobs. We got to see real-world application of what we learned in class, from marketing strategies to financial planning to leadership. It was a chance to connect what happened in the classroom and our society with actual business practices, giving us a deeper understanding of the industry. Something I find valuable is the networking that happens on these trips and through our special speakers set up by Mrs. McCarty. We have the opportunity to meet professionals in the field, ask questions, and build connections that could help us in the future. Some of these experiences even lead to internships, mentorships, and job opportunities down the road. These opportunities are a huge part of what makes the National Business Honor Society special. They allow us to gain insight into different industries, explore career paths, and build relationships that will last beyond high school. So, as members of the National Business Honor Society, we are not just gaining knowledge, we are gaining experiences and connections that will help us succeed in any future job. This is why I find being part of the National Business Honor Society such a meaningful experience. Not only do I have my parents to thank for pushing me to be my best self, I have Haverford's carefully crafted business courses, clubs, and overall honor society to acknowledge for making me knowledgeable, strong, and independent for the future and seek as much experience and opportunity as I can. This year, I have applied to many colleges, and I've already heard back from some. However, I cannot confidently say what I want to do in the future. Wherever I go, and whatever major I choose, I know this community has prepared me for what will come. Now I'd like to introduce my friend, Christian Charlante.
Business classes I've taken over the past 4 years have shaped who I am and have given a roadmap for my future. I've taken accounting and entrepreneurship with Ms. McCarty, web communications and designs, sports management 1 and 2 with Mr. Keblish, marketing with Mr. Bader, and my first business class was financial literacy with Mr. Nankara. These classes have changed the way I have thought about business and the importance it has in the world. MBHS has a great impact on my future. This club has helped me with my applications to colleges by proving that I have excelled in the curriculum. It has helped me meet new friends in our building and given me the ability to meet workers that grind their way to the top of the industries. I've gotten into colleges like Westchester University, St. Joe's, and LaSalle, and I recently committed to Westchester. At Westchester, my major would be finance and a minor in international business. My dream employer would be JP Morgan in New York because I've always loved the city, and hopefully one day I can work with my uncle, who's the executive director there at JP Morgan. JP Morgan stands as a leader in the investment banking world, and I want to help make their clients even more profitable. But my uncle is not the reason I want to be in the business world. The business leaders I look up to are my dad, who's a commercial lender, my mom, who's an accountant, my brother, who's a former MBHS member, who's an auditor, my sister is a former MBHS president and recent Westchester accounting grad, who's also an auditor. Those people I admire most and who got me into business in the first place. So thank you to my mom, my dad, my brother Nick, my sister Gabby. You guys have helped me in many ways and taught me that education and loving what you do are keys to a happy life. Thank you and good night. I would like to introduce my friend Chet.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chet Ebert, and I'm our Honor Society's Business Outreach Officer. My role is centered around getting everyone out in the community, whether it's through field trips, internship opportunities, or inviting speakers to inspire us about their careers. I've taken almost all the business classes that our school has to offer, including personal finance, financial literacy, entrepreneurship, intro to marketing, accounting 1, and accounting 2. My favorite class I took was accounting 2, not just because Ms. McCarty was a great teacher, but the real-life case studies that we took a deep dive into to understand the pivotal role money has in a company's success. Understanding that accounting is the language of money is very important for everyone to know. Through the class, I was also introduced to an amazing opportunity called Junior Achievement. One of the most famous alumni of this program is Mark Cuban, and it seemed to work out for him. This experience allowed me to get hands-on experience at IKEA, learning how the company makes money. We were also able to create a product, market it, and sell it to our community to generate as much profit as possible. The Haverford Business Department has presented me with amazing experiences in and outside of the classroom, leading me to confidently say that I want to major in actuarial science. This decision could only have been made possible through my lessons my parents have instilled in me, the classes I took at Haverford, and the amazing opportunities this Honor Society has created. I hope to create field trips to inspire students to figure out what their future holds. I would now like to introduce my friend Owen Tighe.
Hello, everyone. My name is Owen Tighe, and I am the Community Service Chairman. During my time as a business student and an inducted MBHS member, I've been presented with so many opportunities to grow as a student as well as a future employee in the business world. Last year, I was fortunate enough to earn a spot on a field trip to Susquehanna Investment Group, the investment firm owned by Havertown resident and state of Pennsylvania's richest person, Jeff Yass, worth $49.6 billion. This trip has been the most enlightening one for me and for many of my peers throughout my time here at Haverford because it confirmed that all of the concepts I learned in accounting really do transfer to the real world. While on the trip, I was amazed by the constant production of ideas and predictions based on analytical thinking. We started the day meeting with the HR recruiters and toured the Ballykinwood campus. Seeing how much this company values their employees really made me realize how much fun I can have once I get to work if I work for a company that values their employers. The SIG campus has a fully equipped gym with classes throughout the workday, free breakfast and lunch cooked by professional chefs, innovative workspaces, and an entire floor devoted to playing the game of Texas Hold'em. We then met Jared Enkman, the director of U.S. Sports Research. He is literally paid to be an odds maker in the billion-dollar sports investing industry. He revealed to us the importance of challenging yourself in college by choosing a technical major, which was applied math at Yale, or like Mr. Yass's economics major from Binghamton University. In other words, 4 years of hard work in college will present you with 40 years of professional success. Or, if I have it my way, 20 years, then I'll be on the beaches of Sea Isle City. As a senior, I definitely take this motto into consideration in all I do. I want to keep pushing myself so that opportunities arise. Being an officer for MBHS has already given me so many amazing experiences, which make me a confident individual as I wait to hear back from schools that will pave the way for my future life in the forever evolving business world. Never forget, nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity. I would now like to introduce my best friend, Kylie Campbell.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kylie Campbell. I am the other community service chair. To me, MBHS is not just an organization. It is a community that inspires growth, leadership, and a deep understanding of business, skills that are essential for success in life. Through taking multiple business courses here, I've learned valuable knowledge and decided to pursue a minor in business. These courses have shown me how integral business principles are, not just for entrepreneurs, but anyone who plans to succeed in modern workforce. That being said, to all the juniors being here, I encourage you all to continue taking business courses and opportunities. Nonetheless, I have over 60 hours of community service, and I hope I may be able to share some of my knowledge and experience through being an officer of MBHS. My role has been to oversee our involvement in community service, specifically our One Warm Coat Drive and the Wardrobe Foundation. Most of you here tonight are bundled up in warm coats or dressed in business attire. We are fortunate to have these resources readily available to us. However, this is not always true for most people. Our coat drive, which starts tonight, encourages members to donate used coats so that we can give back to our community. Especially with temps dropping, it's perfect time to help others stay warm this winter. We're also partnered with the Wardrobe, an organization that provides students with business attire and knowledge to succeed in the personal, professional world. I hope these efforts not only help those in need, but also inspire us all to continue serving our community, both throughout high school and beyond. I would now like to introduce our Vice President this year, Neela Shonasira.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Neela Shonasiriva, and I'm this year's National Business Honor Society Vice President. It is truly my honor to speak in front of you tonight and tell you more about my experience within the impeccable business department we have here at Haverford. When I signed up to take my first business elective freshman year, Entrance to Marketing with Mr. Bader, I had no expectations of the opportunities that would come along my way. 3 years later, I've taken 5 more business-related courses, including Accounting 1 and Accounting 2 Honors, Financial Literacy, Entrepreneurship, and I'm currently enrolled with 13 of my classmates in Introduction to Financial Accounting, which is a 3-credit college course offered through the University of Pittsburgh and funded by the PICPA. These courses introduced me to a range of concepts, from financial management to branding strategies, that I never thought I'd be exposed to at this stage of my education. I learned how to create business plans, balance budgets, and develop marketing campaigns, all of which required me to apply creativity and analytical skills. The hands-on projects helped me see the real-world applications of what I was learning, making each lesson feel both engaging and relevant. In addition to the business courses that Haverford offers, we have also been encouraged by our teachers to use the knowledge obtained in the classroom outside of the classroom, and I've taken advantage of those opportunities. In the summer between my sophomore and junior year, I was accepted into a week-long business boot camp called Accounting Finance Business Initiative, funded by NABA. My acceptance came after a rigorous application and an in-person interview at a Big Four firm in Center City. During my time at this camp, I worked on creating a business plan for an app with a group of 5 other students from the greater Philadelphia region, attended college lectures discussing various topics about different industries in the business world, presented in front of a panel of accounting professors, and experienced Drexel University firsthand. I left that week with new friends, mentors, and a greater understanding of what I can accomplish on my own by not being afraid. Earlier this year, I got what I thought another email about an NBHS club meeting. It was about Clifton Lawrence Allen's high school accounting summer internship. I decided to apply and see what happens. At the end of the day, it was just another learning experience in my mind. After going through a very competitive application process, which included submitting my resume and interviewing with professionals in the field, in person and virtually, I was blessed to get selected for a highly competitive position, with dozens of applicants vying for only a few spots. CLA is one of the 2 large companies that offer paid accounting internships to high schoolers, so when I was accepted into the internship, I was thrilled, but also a bit nervous. Throughout my time there, I worked on an interactive case study with a partner, which included real-world problems accountants worked on in different industries ranging from tax to forensic accounting. I learned how to use accounting software, interpret financial statements, and even conduct audits, tasks I only read about in textbooks until then. But beyond the technical skills, I also learned important lessons in professionalism and communication. I had the chance to work directly with accountants, ask questions, and participate in team meetings. I realized that being an effective accountant isn't just about crunching numbers. It's about being a reliable, organized, and clear communicator, whether you're explaining complex financial information to clients or collaborating with coworkers to solve problems. This internship not only solidified my interest in pursuing accounting further, but it also taught me how important it is to seek out opportunities that challenge you. Lastly, I would like to thank Ms. McCarty for her endless guidance and mentorship throughout this journey. I also encourage everyone to consider how the lessons from the business world can be applied to every aspect of our lives, from personal finances to community involvement. The world of business is vast, dynamic, and full of opportunities. And I'm excited to take the next steps with everything I've learned from this department, as I intend to double major in accounting and finance, aspiring to become a CPA and CFP, and assist individuals with their finances in the future. With this said, I would like to introduce tonight's keynote speakers, Erin Brasius and Sarah Doyle, who have been very influential during my time at CLA. Erin Brasius is the Director of High School Internships at CLA. With nearly 20 years of experience in the education arena, although never a teacher, Erin is passionate about establishing meaningful connections with youth, mentoring and creating impactful programs and experiences to help them both professionally and personally. At CLA, Erin has the unique opportunity to connect and create opportunities for high school students to bring awareness to the accounting profession through a summer internship program, relationships with FBLA, and by helping facilitate high school engagement firm-wide. Erin earned a bachelor's degree from Bloomsburg University in Communications with a minor in management and her master's at Temple University in higher education administration. In addition to her professional career, Erin is a wife and a mom to a 13-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son who keep her busy with their countless in and out of school activities. Erin's commitment extends to community through her work as a founding board member and past president of the Fob Lodge 5 Auxiliary, an organization that provides support to law enforcement families, and a board member for Center City Girls Academy, an initiative to bring an all-girls school back to Center City, and finally, as a school board member for the Nishimita School District. Sarah Doyle is the president of CLA with over 18 years of experience in auditing and consulting for nonprofit and higher education institutions. She's committed to understanding and addressing client challenges and has played a key role in building and training specialized teams. Sarah holds a Bachelor of Science in Accounting from the University of Scranton and is a licensed CPA in Pennsylvania. She's active in professional organizations such as AICPA and PICPA and serves on the Merck Federal Credit Union Scholarship Committee, which supports community-focused high school students. Additionally, Sarah is the King of Prussia site lead for CLA's high school internship program, overseeing recruitment, interviews, candidate selections, and program activities. She's also part of the firm's CPA's advocacy team, which requires discussions about accounting pipeline issues and legislative changes affecting current and future CPAs. Please welcome Sarah Doyle and Erin Brasius.
Good evening, everyone. I'm very excited to be here and speak to you all this evening. I know we've been sitting for a few minutes, so I do have a brief interactive portion of my program. So I want to start by saying, by a show of hands, how many of you in this room have been asked the question, what do you want to be when you grow up? Okay. Now, if you're able, I would like all of the adults who are able to stand up. Stretch those legs. So for the adults in the room right now, when you were first asked that question, what do you want to be when you grow up? How many of you are living that today? If you're doing what you wanted to be when you grow up in elementary school, and that's what you're doing right now, take a seat. Okay. So you'll notice a lot of people are not doing what they thought they would be doing once upon a time. Go ahead and have a seat. Thank you. So for me, I always said I was going to be a teacher. I painfully put my friends and younger cousins through lessons in my classroom during holidays and play dates, making sure that I had detailed lesson plans, that I had handouts, I guess, we used to call them dittos, for them to fill out, and I would make them learn on their days off. As my career progressed, I was always fascinated with kids and early education. I was the go-to babysitter in the community. Parents loved me because I did science experiments with kids, and it just further affirmed the fact that I was meant to be a teacher. So while all my classmates and peers were going to be astronauts and professional athletes, doctors, lawyers, Erin wanted to be a teacher. I only applied to one college, which was Bloomsburg, threw all those eggs in one basket, not something that I encourage you to do, but I did it. And fortunately, I had been accepted into their education program with a concentration in special education. While I did amazingly well in those education courses, there were courses that I did not exactly thrive in. And a few semesters into college, I was forced to make a decision and change my mind, or change my major. This was extremely daunting to me, and it kind of pushed me down to a little bit of a point of, am I a failure? Did I mess up? Did I let down my family? Did I let down my friends? What am I going to be when I grow up? I knew if I was going to be a teacher, I was going to teach. If I was going to be something else, what did that mean? What professions were out there? I never considered any other professions. So I landed on communications. Pretty general, I can communicate. I didn't know what it meant or what I would be doing with it. And then I threw in there a minor in management and a concentration in corporate communication. At least at the end of the day, it was a mouthful, but it sounded good. So for me, ironically, although I was never able to be a teacher, I've worked and dedicated myself to education in various ways. Coming out of college, I worked for a small distance school and related to transportation and logistics. I was an admissions director very proudly at an all-girls Catholic high school in Philadelphia. It was the oldest diocesan girls' school at the country at the time. From there, I went to an urban university and worked many years at Temple University and worked through different programs, working with graduate students, undergraduate students, as well as getting my master's degree while I was there. So from an affordability standpoint, taking advantage to programs that were offered to me. From there, I had the opportunity to be a project manager. Didn't exactly knew what I was getting into with that, but when I joined the school district of Philadelphia, I was a project manager, and I was like, that sounds great, I like projects. I don't know what this means. I didn't have my certification, but went with it. I learned a lot about grants. I learned a lot about public school funding, programming. I ran programming. I learned a lot about different aspects and what goes on behind the scenes of the school district of Philadelphia, which is very large. Most recently, I have had the opportunity through a networking opportunity. So I mentioned I worked at an all-girls Catholic school in Philadelphia, where I happened to meet my now best friend. We have so far played leapfrog as far as careers are concerned. So I then went to Temple University. She came to Temple University. She came to CLA, and well, now I'm at CLA. So that's one thing where I know we've mentioned LinkedIn and networking and having that network, because you never know when those opportunities will present themselves. So at CLA, I have been able to work with high school students and educators across the country, virtually, in person, and through our extensive network of CLA family members, helping to create awareness and the importance of the profession and debunk myths associated with accounting. I've also now tried to use my roles within the community. As Neela mentioned, I'm a school board member in Neshaminy, which is the district I actually graduated from, and through that, I have the opportunity to be in the ear of some of our Pennsylvania legislators. So now I'm talking to them about CPA requirements and the 150 credits and things like that, which really goes beyond my school district role, but more so meets me where my profession is today. So why do I share all this with you? Well, I share this with you because I am a person who's not living that, what did you want to be when you grow up? I'm not a teacher, but I still get the privilege of having experiences like this, and I have a way in which I can impact the next generation and the future of our country. When I look back at my life, a culmination of my personal experiences, my education, and my professional journey, can reflect positively on the stepping stones that have brought me where I am today. My successes in life are not correlated to my financial earnings, but rather my own successes and through the networks and the people I've met and the impact that I've been able to have on others in the community. Ultimately, what I want to leave you all here with today is that some of you may be fortunate to know what you want to be and have a plan to make it happen. Some of you may still be unsure, and others may have a plan, but you may find out down the line, for whatever reason, it isn't the right fit. While the easy route anywhere is a straight line, life often presents detours which may alter your course. Please know that it is okay to not know what you want to be when you grow up, to be unsure, or to change your mind. At the end of the day, your success is yours alone and is measured in more than financial gains. It is how you evolve as a person, a leader, and how you differentiate yourself from others. Use the remaining time in high school and into college to explore, gain experiences, and try different things. Find what makes you happy, and your personal success will follow. I wish you nothing but the best in your future, and I would like to now introduce my CLA family member, Sarah Doyle.
Thanks, Erin. Before I get into sharing a little bit more, I first want to celebrate all of you that are here for your hard work, dedication, and passion that's brought you all here in your academic pursuits. And I also want to give a special congratulations to those of you sitting on the stage. It's not easy to come up here and deliver a speech, so I wanted to say great job to all of you. So this year's ceremony focuses on college and career readiness. So when I was thinking about what I was going to say tonight, I thought a lot about the word readiness and what does readiness really mean. So I did what anyone would do, and I put it into ChatGPT, and I said, tell me some things about being ready and readiness. And that's the quality of being prepared or willing to take action. So throughout my career journey and academic journey, I found that I've probably struggled at a lot of different points, as I'm sure many of you have as well, with being ready or having the confidence to put in the effort. So I commend all of you right here and right now for having the willingness to put in the effort. You raised your hand and said, I have an interest in this, and you've been applying yourselves. So I just wanted to say that's really amazing to see as somebody who, when I was in high school, probably didn't even know what FBLA was, or I don't even know if they had it. So I began my college journey at the University of Scranton as a biology major. So business really wasn't on my radar. I always enjoyed science because it's very factual and logical. I like to know why. I want to know why everything is how it is. However, I quickly realized the things that drew me to science in high school didn't exactly inspire that same commitment in college. I found I didn't really have that willingness to put in the effort. I wasn't as interested in that maybe as I thought. So by my spring semester of freshman year, I knew I needed to change, but I didn't know what I was going to do. So I took a lot of different courses at Scranton because you had to have different electives. So philosophy, religion, math, science classes. I said, I don't see this being something that I would want to do for the rest of my life. So my dad majored in accounting. Not that he's ever been a traditional accountant, but he was somebody that I knew that had majored in accounting. So I said, okay, I'm going to take an introductory class. Like science, I found that accounting has a structured set of rules and principles that you can take and apply to different situations or scenarios. So this framework has really allowed me to help clients and work closely with individuals to find solutions to their challenges. So I really have never sat, at a desk all day. A lot of people, and I probably had that perception too, that people just sit at a desk and book journal entries all day. But really, it was so much more than that, and that decision led me on the path that I'm on today. My journey definitely wasn't a straight line. The experiences helped me build relationships and uncover what I was passionate about, and that's working with nonprofit and higher education institutions. If you had asked me in high school or college, or maybe even into my late 20s, if I thought I'd become a CPA, let alone a principal at the 8th largest professional services firm, I would say that's absolutely impossible. There's no way in the world I'm doing that. Nevertheless, here I am, though. But it's because of all the experiences that I had. Those provided me with knowledge and insight and really prepared me for the future. And I found that as I had those experiences, I was more willing and open to try new things, because when you find something that you're interested in, it really doesn't feel like work. And I'm still learning every day. I've gotten involved in the high school internship experience, so you heard a little about my background. I obviously know nothing about working with high school students or teaching anything, but Neela, you did a great job articulating the program, and I couldn't be more proud to have worked closely with you through our time this summer. So as you move forward, I want to leave you with 3 pieces of advice, and I feel like these themes have sort of been mentioned in everyone's comments tonight, but the first is to embrace challenges. Don't shy away if something is difficult. I know that I did that a lot as I was growing up, and I probably still do it sometimes now, but those are the opportunities where you're going to learn and grow the most. Number 2, stay curious. Always seek to learn more. So whether that's formal education opportunities or personal exploration, your curiosity is only going to drive you to have future success. And lastly, build relationships. Networking is the key. We talked a lot and heard a lot about LinkedIn, but cultivate those meaningful connections with your mentors, your peers, faculty, and other professionals. Those are the relationships that are going to help support and guide you throughout your career. So just wanted to say thank you again for giving us the opportunity to share our stories. Congratulations to all the inductees, and I'm sure your achievements today are just the beginning of many great things to come. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Billy Williams, the field trip officer for MBHS here at Haverford and declared golf management major at Penn State University next year. I was inducted last year into MBHS, leading our efforts during their juniors and senior years. It is very important that you get involved in different clubs and societies during your high school years, because I truly believe that I've learned the importance of communication because of my involvement in MBHS and as a member of the golf and basketball teams. I have learned from my business classes that almost every job posting requires excellent communication skills. Being part of a team or club means that you have to verbalize many things, from giving instructions to asking clarifying questions to pointing out different angle or idea on something. You have to talk. For many and for me, this can be difficult because the notion of expressing themselves and not knowing what reaction they will get from can be frightening. I encourage all my fellow members to keep putting themselves in situations where they are part of a group. This year we are honoring juniors Andrew Brown and Ashley Aspute, who we found their essays to be especially moving. Andrew has been a member of our basketball and baseball team for the past 3 years, and Ashley is a member of our volleyball team, as well as the junior board treasurer for the nonprofit I Am Hope NJ. Please welcome Andrew and Ashley to the podium.
Thank you, Billy. Scholarship, character, leadership, and service have all played a huge role in who I am, especially in the business world. While I was on the field trip to Lincoln Financial Field, I learned how complex the business side of sports is and how important leadership skills are in that field. The fourth and final cornerstone is service. My parents and teachers have taught me growing up how important it is to give back. Being charitable translates into the business world because everyone wants to be around and work with unselfish people. To finish off, I'd like to share a quote from someone that I look up to, Michael Jordan. He said, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen." During my time at Haverford, I've learned the value of hard work and how far it can get you. Mrs. McCarty always says, "You get out what you put in," and I couldn't agree with her more. Thank you.
Good evening, friends and family of this year's inductees. My name is Ashley Aspute, and I'm a junior here at Haverford High School. I've been fortunate enough to be a part of the many different organizations here, such as Student Advisory Committee, FBLA, MBHS, and the Haverford Volleyball Team. All of these have contributed to me becoming the person I am today, but none more than our business department. The business department has been instrumental in providing me with a solid financial principles, business acumen, as well as other life skills. As part of my MBHS application, I want to highlight acts of service because it's something I'm truly passionate about and do not take lightly. Since I was younger, I've been a part of a nonprofit organization called I Am Hope NJ. This is a nonprofit that helps women and children in poverty across the state of New Jersey. Through this organization, I've been given the opportunity to combine my two passions, helping others and finance. The organization is set up with adult board members, and in recent years, we have added a junior board, which I have fortunately been selected to be the treasurer of. This allows high school students like myself to be mentored by board members. I mention this because the business department here plays a pivotal role in my success as treasurer. Some of my duties consist of financial transactions, noticing our strengths in fundraising, and creating new ways to be as profitable as possible to ensure our mission statement. With this responsibility comes a required sense of leadership, resilience, integrity, and accountability, which are all looked at as essential pillars in our business classes. These qualities not only make us good business people, but better people to our classmates, friends, and family members. One of my favorite quotes about business success is, "Empathy is the ultimate form of customer insight." This resonates with me because I truly believe the key to being successful relies on the ability to seek out opportunity through empathy. In closing, I want to thank the Haverford Business Department for broadening my scope of business and giving me the resources to reach my utmost potential in whichever field I choose. I've come to learn that there is more to an individual than their academic standing, but their will to persevere through different types of challenges regarding difficult circumstances. With that, I would like to congratulate my fellow classmates. It is truly an honor to be inducted this evening. And now I'd like to bring Megan Kelly.
We would like to recognize the students who have chosen to dual enroll in a college financial accounting class offered through the University of Pittsburgh this school year, running from September to May, with the end goal to earn 3 credits. The cost is $0, but the time commitment is intense as it is in their own time after school hours. But the reward is powerful and speaks volumes on these students' work ethic and commitment to accounting. Please stand when I call your name. Kelly Redman, Isabella Chicory, Neela Shaunasariba, Brendan Walker, Isaac Rugger, Ryan Kelly, Dante Dukas, Pedro Martinez, Bailey Crossan, Talia Travers, Ella DeLise, Owen Rourke, Grace O'Connell, and Grace Hubbard.
Thank you. We will now begin our induction ceremony. Every student in last year and this year's induction class demonstrates the 4 cornerstones of the Honor Society: scholarship, character, service, and leadership. Our school district is proud to have all of you as students and leaders who are the faces and symbols of our H Pride. I am proud to call you all my friends. We now want to recognize the junior and senior students who will be inducted in the National Business Honor Society this evening. We ask that as a group, you all continue to grow professionally by encouraging an interest in business, grow socially by respecting people and demonstrating excellent communication skills, and grow personally by seeking ways to improve your happiness and good quality of life.
At this time, roll call and certificate distribution will begin. Roll call will be given by Officers Ty Straub, Tristan Hevner, Bryce Pivovarnik, Gavin McClafferty, Quinn Coyne, and me, Alex Klee. We ask that audience holds applause until all students have been called. Rachel Bergen. All right. Eamon Brennan, Andrew Brown, Ryan Capello, Reese Chadwin, Bryce Chiochetto, Kevin Coughlin, Shane Durkin, Matthew Elias, Gio Ermilio, Ashley Espute, Molly Gibson, Emmett Gillespie.
Liam Heller, Caleb Hines, Jack Ingram, Penny Jennings, Jameson Kaminsky, Ryan Kelly, Timmy Kent, Dylan Kahn, Adam Kilpatrick, Chris Klein, Owen Click, Dylan Lindelof, and Pedro Martinez.
Rocco Monteleone, Carly Moore, Cole Negley, Tom Patterson, Dean Petros, Riley Rose, Lucas Rothstein, Iris Simpkins, Jake Smith, Sam Sturman, Liam Taylor, Avery Timor, and Carson Uff.
Dylan Vieira, Brendan Walker, Jacob Zareya, Sophia Ayub, Neil Bishop, Nora Campbell, Grace Cassidy, Isabella Chicory, Joe Chung, Julia Davis, Ava DePlacido, Dante Ducasse, Nadia Franchone.
Madison Hassan, Laura Heffler, Kylie Hayduk, Julia Hobeka, Grace Hubbard, Vivian Klein, Jake Knapp, Nicholas Malish, Brian McCullough, Connor McGee, Karen McGeehan, Quinn McGloin, Will McKee.
Jordan Miller, Chris Moffett, Finn Murray, Adam Pareca, Charles Putze, Kelly Redman, Taylor Roseal, Madison Sylvester, Kira Smithman, Freddie Staggerwalt, Lindsay Stratton, Nathan Tucker, Ethan Wojo, Grant Zabrowski.
fine. You're fine. I can just speak over if I need to. You're fine. We present and accept these initiates who desire to become members of the National Business Honor Society. They have met the requirements of membership as established in our bylaws. Do you understand and will you support this purpose? Please answer, I do.
At this time, we will be reciting the Honor Society Pledge together as written in the program. All right, read it with me. I believe in the purposes of the National Business Honor Society and the ideals of excellence in business for which it stands. I realize that my responsibilities as a member require me to cooperate to the fullest extent with the goals of the chapter. I will seek to grow in personality, professionalism, and character through my associations with other members. I solemnly promise to uphold the aims and responsibilities of the National Business Honor Society as an active member.
It is with great pleasure that I declare you members of the National Business Honor Society. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone in the audience, family, friends, teachers, and principals for all of your support to us members. Let us always remember that life is about being lifelong learners who value building relationships based on respecting one another and hard work. At this time, we will take a group photo. All officers, please go to the front of the group.
Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. I'd like to cordially invite everybody out into the lobby. There's a nice backdrop back there for some good photos, as well as some light refreshments. So thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yours was good as well.